going to attempt to take a red hind here across this side of the hill. It's 220 metres, but we've got a really stiff breeze blowing. It is howling through here today at probably 30-40 knot breeze. I just chopped the top of this little gum sucker with my knife because the wind was blowing it so hard, it was shaking around. So Rob's getting a better rest on it. So you get the Burris Eliminator. And what's that, your 270?
3006.
3006. We got the peanut gallery behind me. You behave. Good dogs. The sun's gone behind that cloud. They just got to step in the open there, Rob.
Yeah.
Looks like about 250 metres. I thought 220, but we've checked it.
I'd say 8 inches a drop based on the scope.
8 inches a drop, right?
That's what I'm looking at. With wind, I normally just, you've got a target envelope, I'll favour the envelope side where the wind comes from.
Comes at us, but then it gusts across from our left-hand side. So I think we're probably going to get about 2 inches of wind drift. Yeah, and about 8 inches of drop. But we've got to try and shoot the right animal here. We've got, looks like a hind and her stag fawn. I can just see little buttons coming up on that stag, so we have a no stag policy at that age. Could be one coming out there now to the right hand side of it. While we waited here, this hind is fed round the side of the hill, so we're going to have to shift position and see if we can get close. Up about 350 at the moment. Top one, I'll just check. Glare. Wait, you might get another cloud in a minute. They got her. Good solid hit. Good solid hit. She's just gone to the left. Good shot. Hold him up.
What did I go do?
He's got him up by the tree. Go get him, Jamie. Shot come across from that foothill over the other side there. How good's that?
Alright. Got a nice red here we shot against the other side of the gully. Good result. It wasn't a sure thing. I made a couple of silly mistakes which you wouldn't normally think of, but the humble bipod, great idea, you reckon? Great until it doesn't work when you need it. I can't blame the bipod, it's not a bad design, but I can blame myself because I haven't been maintaining it. Okay? These catches, meant to work, but they probably need a bit of lube every now and then. But the big one, this one's designed to be released at times you don't need it. Now I thought I was going to use a bipod, got in position, but I found the bipod didn't have elevation, so I decided to go with a sapling rest. Take the bipod off, it's in the way. Wouldn't come off, would it? It was lucky for me the deer decided to feed behind the trees for a while, and I had time to dick around with the damn bipod. But there you have it, in another situation it would have cost you. The second mistake I'll say is we jumped out of the vehicle and did some glassing, and then we decided to hunt on the spur of the moment, and none of us bought any water. On a day like this, yeah, we'll get away with that. If this was summer, we'd probably be in a spot of bother. Feel some dehydration and put you on your ass real quick.
Rob, I've put a couple of clips up over the last couple of days there about people coming into state forest lease country or state forest grazing permit areas, I should say, and doing the wrong thing. And some of the replies back, some of the comments, and as I said, you know, people name and shame themselves, and that's what they've been doing. But one bloke accused guides of raping the hunters by charging too much. And another guy said he couldn't afford to be a part of this group. And yeah, I think it's designed to hurt. I really do think it's designed to hurt. But what would you say about, you know, here you are on the ground with your lads out here taking venison. What are you coming up? You know, tell us how many times a year do you come up? And yeah, I want to hear it from you, your mouth. Tell the people what our system's like.
I've been affected by the bug ever since I was young. My family weren't hunters, but for some reason I wanted to hunt. I had no outlet for that, no uncle, no grandfather, nothing like that to show me the ropes. So I ended up doing a lot of range shooting until I got sick of it. And for many years I shelved it, but for some reason the bug bit hard again. And I decided to go for one of those New South Wales State Forest tickets. It was a great idea. But after many, many miles travelled, both in vehicle and on foot, I still was not satisfied. The abundance of game was not so great in these areas. I had to travel a very long distance to get any sign of game. That's when I heard from a good friend about the Bridge Group and their work out here. And I decided to give a call and see what it's all about. I quickly struck up a conversation about what I wanted, and the group seemed to be a good idea to me. So I came out and met Clark and Judy, and the rest is history. But I find, yes, we do pay fees here, but for what you get, it's damn good value. I can come out here pretty organised. Pretty damn often I try to get out once a month. Alright, I might take one animal, might take two, might not take any. But I generally have plenty of venison in the freezer. I've taken a trophy on my wall, but I wouldn't say I'm a dedicated trophy hunter, but I do have a great appreciation now of what's involved in trophy hunting. Whereas before, I guess, I just listened to everyone else bashing on about, you know, trophy hunting was wrong. I now realise it's part of the greater picture, and it's one piece of the puzzle to make the whole system work. Now I'm happy to pay my way, as I said, because I know the effort that goes into it. People are not out here ripping people off, as some people put it, but they're out here because they love the deer. I know for a fact they could probably make a better living doing more normal jobs, but they're out here because they love the land and they love the deer, and they want to pass that on to our future generations. Let's look at my situation where I didn't have a father or grandfather that shot, or any family member. So this has been a great avenue to get me outdoors, get the training I need, and access with a great bunch of people. I think it's well worth supporting. We're out here taking responsibility for our actions. We all go by a set of rules, and everything works fine.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. And for Jude and I to see people coming out here with their youngsters and get out in the bush the right way, safely, wearing the blaze orange, you know, seeing this young man here, seeing how, you know, how he's grown and grown so well in the last couple of years. Both these young fellas, with Blake, you know, you're the first one to come up here, and mate, we're proud of you. So, yeah, this is, how do you put a value on it? You know, we can't. This is invaluable, this stuff. So, yeah, just, I think the people that are knocking it haven't tried it. And a lot of them is just the big green-eyed jealousy that's coming in on them as well. Perfect hit.
Worked out well. Right, time to drag this animal out. It's going to be my effort, so you're going to hold me rifle, boy.
Okay.
It's the first thing you do when someone hands you a rifle.
Check it's on the
How are you going to do that?
thing. Then after that you circle the bolt. Clear.
Righto. Close our bolt. We can put our magazine back. We're now safe. Shoulder off. Come on. Over your shoulder. There you go. Where does it point? Straight up.
Straight up.
Don't point it at anyone.
Good man. Well done. Righto, let's get her out.